Hey, my mates, how's it going? Yeah, liking the feedback, liking the positive attitude, like everything you said about the weekend. Again, I do think you're too good to shoot that kind of score, but as you said, without the shanks, it's probably a mid-80s. Okay, so mid-80s on a course you don't know, okay, we will definitely accept that. So, a lot of good signs. Obviously, got to push through these shanks on the golf course. Okay, I'm sure they're getting a little bit frustrating. So, just really focus hard on that the next couple of weeks until they're not a thing anymore. All right, so we do a couple of drills, and then later in the week, I want you to just hit balls, sort of thinking less and starting to take that, do some reps where you take the little foam thing away there. Okay, so you just know instinctively where the middle of the club is. You don't have to rely on that stuff, right? Okay, so that being said, right, the yellow bar for your hands, just what a brilliant idea. Okay, what a brilliant idea. All right. I've definitely seen a lot of tour players use a similar sort of technique. But, okay, as you can see, it's not going to give you the immediate results you want. And I'll explain in a second why. All right, but it is a great long-term thing. It's a really, really great long-term thing. So stick with it. Even if you're just doing drills with it at the moment, just hitting balls, trying to not ever let those hands get away from you. Trying to return hands equidistant from the body, from the pivot. Then they started trying to return the club on the exact angle and plane that started. Okay, so it's a really, really good thing. All right, but it's not going to fix, I think, how you think. I think maybe you think, if I get that and put my hands out, I can't shank it. Okay. Well, you didn't shank any, but it's hitting them way out the toe. Okay. Anyway, good to find out where the toe is. If you now know the heel and toe, you know where the middle is. All right. So basically what's happening, right? So the rehearsal is so good. Okay. So beautiful takeaway set. Right. So the rehearsal is like that. Great sequencing, great posture, hands in, club out. Okay. Right on top of the golf ball. Looks amazing. All right. That sequencing from the top, when you stop thinking about it, I feel like it still breaks down. Okay, it's not going to happen every single time yet. Okay, so that does happen a little bit. But basically what happens is, you can see by the third rep of that video, like the first rep wasn't bad, but you did way out the toe. Second rep was, yeah, okay, slightly better, still toe hit. Third rep, if you watch carefully on the video I sent you, you actually get the arms, I'm exaggerating, right? You actually get the arms out, and it looks like, for all money, like your arms are going to hit that thing. They're way higher. It looks like you're going to hit it. And then right at impact, you pull them in like this. So as you're pulling them in, the club is coming this way. So you're doing the work at the bottom, okay, where the issue is up here. You know what I'm saying? So you're kind of going away and then in. And that's why you're catching them out the toe. Okay. Again, I'm exaggerating that. Maybe it's more subtle than that. But if you look carefully, you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay, so we just got to keep playing it. Now, I'm not saying don't use that thing. Use it, as I said previously. Really, really good long-term benefits to it. Okay, but we have to still focus our energy here. Okay, and here. Okay, so you can see in your rehearsal, and that's why we did right knee and right heel. The hip maintains its original tilt. And then when you swing, the hip levels out and the knee starts to go towards the ball. Now that's going to push your swing circle further out, which is obviously going to expose that heel a little bit. Okay, so we just got to keep working at our backswing, our sequencing, sorry, backswing's looking good. Our sequencing, all right, our posture at impact, and then slowly a little bit of that arm depth. Okay, arm depth over here. It's too late there. Okay, arm depth over here. Hence the drills. Okay, anyway, so I think along with your videos last week, I was meant to send you a Justin Rose rehearsal. I'll make sure I do it this week. That's the idea that I want from you. Okay, just as functional reps. Okay, just as functional reps. So I'll make sure I send that to you so you get a sort of idea of what we're trying to do. It's exaggerated in that movie with Justin, in that video, but Justin Rose was trying to do it a few years ago. I say a few years ago, for a lot of years on turf, with good, 3, 4, 5 years he was doing it, and that was his swing rehearsal in competition golf. So not on the range. That was his pre-shot routine in competition golf, right? And it's a lot to do, yes, with the sequencing, but with maintaining that arm depth. As you maximize your body sequence, hips versus shoulders, okay, at first a lot of times the arms do just kick out a little bit, okay, just everyone's flexibility and sort of natural position where they want to slot the arms to hit the ball from is slightly different. Okay, so anyway, getting off topic, I'll send you that video. Okay, it's to do with that and that sequencing. Okay, so we just got to keep pushing it. Okay, so 2 drills for sort of the first part of this week, and then we'll see how the week goes. All right, so I want you to keep the bar there, the yellow bar for the hands. Okay, do some reps, but I want you to do that with right heel down. Okay, so obviously start slowly, feel that bar there, but make sure that right heel stays down. Okay, even in the follow through. Okay, if we have to add in a little bit of hip rotation later in the week, that's fine. Okay, but hands in, right foot down. Okay, so that's drill number 1. Right, and then drill number 2, that's more of a feel drill than anything else. Okay, and we'll encourage and incorporate that sequencing. All right, I want you to feel like the right hip is down at impact, sort of facing the golf ball. Okay, so from our setup, we're going to put that club on our belt line. Okay, stay in your posture. All right, put your right hand behind the club face. All right, and then turn your hip right, well, both hips, obviously we're keeping that. We're turning our hips, we're not moving the club, we're turning our hips and the hips are moving the club. Okay, but I want you to move it down towards the golf ball. Okay, not level like that. You see how high that is? Okay, it must be down towards the golf ball. All right, so you do a couple of those. All right, let's do it properly from our proper setup. Okay, then we address the ball, same thing. Keeping that right hip down. Not there. Okay, and then you can hit one with that same feel. Trying to get that right hip down. Okay, so just sort of go through it slowly, send me a couple of videos and let's see what happens to the arm depth, the centerness of strike, but most importantly that posture. Okay, so let's work hard with these first few days of the week, and then leading into the weekend we'll do more ball club head based confidence stuff. Okay, thanks so mate. Yeah, send me some videos, keep it up, awesome idea. That thing, we are still going to use it, so it's cool. All right, and I'll talk to you soon.